So what I'd like to talk about now is some of the benefits of leisure and some of the benefits of what meaningful leisure can do for our stress levels. Now, I know leisure often gets kind of put on the back burner because people are dealing with a lot of other issues in their life. Definitely during this time of the pandemic and COVID-19, I know there's lots on people's minds that maybe isn't related to leisure. I know it might be relationships, certainly financial issues, health concerns. I totally recognize that some of those issues are front and center right now for people. But I just want to discuss a little bit on how leisure can really enhance our lives, and maybe something that I share will you'll find interesting. Maybe something I share you'll feel like, hey, I want to think more about that. So I do want to go over the benefits of leisure and how leisure can certainly manage our stress levels. I first want to start just with physical health. So if we engage in leisure that is physically active, it can certainly lower our blood pressure and our heart rate. It can help us with weight management. It can help with our cholesterol. It can help our immune system to function better. So those are some of the physical benefits of leisure if we choose a leisure activity that is active, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's canoeing or hiking or something that's active, and that's certainly a way to help with our physical struggles. What I want to get into now are some of the other benefits, and this is by no means an exhaustive list, but these are some of the ones that I've experienced to be very helpful. So the first one is belonging. So a sense of belonging is something I think we're all looking for. And we feel that belonging when we're connected with leisure, whether it's belonging to a club, an organization, whether it's volunteering. I know some of what I'm going to mention right now is difficult during these times of the pandemic. But what I am going to share are certainly some considerations for you during the pandemic, as well as when this is over and we can resume a somewhat normal life. So belonging is very important. Leisure can certainly create some positive emotions, and those positive emotions can really bring down the temperature of our stress and really help us to manage stress. Because when we're thinking in positive ways, we're not necessarily thinking about the stress that's going on in our lives. Distraction and a sense of escape. Leisure can certainly give us a break from our stress, give us a sense of distraction, and allow us to escape our stress for a little bit. Doesn't mean our stress is going to go away, but it allows us time to escape and sort of allow ourselves to recharge a bit and forget about the stress for a bit, give ourselves a bit of a mental break. It can certainly generate optimism and hope. We often feel a sense of hope and optimism when we're doing something that is personally meaning to us and fulfills us. So certainly consider what you can do to continue to provide yourself hope and optimism, especially during these dark times right now. We certainly can use leisure as a proactive measure because we know that stress is always going to be there. We're going to be facing stress each and every day of our lives. Some stress, as I mentioned in the last video, is some of the larger, maybe chronic stresses. Some of them are micro stressors, some of the daily hassles of the day, but they're always going to be there. So when we engage regularly in things that are meaningful to us, then we're giving ourselves the ability to proactively manage that stress that's going to come our way, and we're able to manage it in a more healthy way. Some of the other ones can reduce boredom. Leisure can reduce boredom and that unstructured time. Sometimes when we have boredom and unstructured time, we tend to make poor decisions. We maybe engage in poor habits. So just if we're dealing with unstructured time and boredom, then if we find things that can replace that boredom and unstructured time with something more structured and healthy and positive, then that can go a long way to helping us continue to make positive health choices and decisions for ourselves and our lives. As I mentioned, leisure allows us to recharge, and that can really manage our stress. If our gas tank is full or it's not on empty, we have some gas in the tank and we're able to recharge with our leisure, then that can really fight stress. Because when our resources are low and we're not doing well and stress comes, then we don't have the ability to fight it. So we need that leisure to fill up our personal gas tank and really give us a sense of positivity. Leisure can really strengthen and build relationships. Really big one for me. I really believe in this one. If we're doing things with people that we care about, where we're enjoying similar things, that can really strengthen the relationship with that partner, with that friend, with that other family member or neighbor. Great at strengthening relationships. So really consider that one. It's definitely a way to socialize in healthy ways, whether it's meeting new friends and new people, or whether it's just enriching and strengthening the relationships that we already have. It can really increase our self-esteem, so the way we feel about ourselves. When we engage in things that are meaningful and enjoyable for us, then we tend to enjoy who we are a little more. And we're doing ourselves a favor by treating ourselves in positive, kind ways, by doing things that we really enjoy and fulfill us. Leisure has a carryover effect. That's what's really important too. So if we do go for like maybe a walk in the morning, then you might find that it carries over to the rest of the day. It may impact your energy level, your perspective, how you connect with other people that day. So when we do things that are enriching and that we really enjoy, then it can carry our mood over for the rest of the day and put us in a positive mood and help us with the rest of the day, maybe the next few days. So if we do leisure regularly, then it can have that impact ongoing. So it can be a really positive carryover effect. Um, it can just strengthen our mood, our daily mood. We all want to sort of present ourselves in the best way that we can. When we do things that are positive, we give ourselves that opportunity to be in a good mood and have that optimistic view and that sort of thing. And a big one is that it can improve sleep. So we all need to sleep. I know some people value sleep more than others, but the truth is, yes, we do need healthy, positive sleep. And when we engage in leisure, that can be a source of better sleep for us. Whether it's something we do that's active or whether we're just soothing our soul, we sometimes can get a better sleep at night when we're doing things that really show ourselves that we're important and meaningful. So it can contribute to healthier sleep. So those are some of the ways that I feel that leisure is really beneficial in everyday life, beneficial during this pandemic, and certainly when we're trying to manage our stress levels. So I hope some of those were helpful. And next we're going to talk about ways that people perceive leisure. There's 3 ways I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to provide my opinion on what I think about them. Okay, stay tuned for that.